Hello, good afternoon. Okay, there's a document I think every Nigerian needs to know about, and it's very, very important. It could be a lifesaver. In recent times, we've had some not too good experiences about some people. I mean, at least I've about three ladies whose breasts were cut off only to find out that they didn't have cancer, and it's it's I don't know. It's something that I've not been able to come to terms with. You know, cancer. The mere mention of that word can kill a lot of people who do not have um, information or who do not have knowledge about what cancer is all about. Then you can now imagine a young woman who goes to the hospital to seek solution. Oh, maybe she was having pains in her breast, there was a lump in the breast and all that. And the doctor, who is not ready to do some due diligence to know exactly what the problem is, the first thing they do is take the breast out after putting so much fear in these ladies. Unfortunately, because of the kind of society we live in, they say, let's leave it. Let's just leave it. We don't want trouble. There's no need. It has happened. You cut off somebody's breast only to find out that the person does not have cancer. There's a document which the federal government released through Federal Ministry of Health and the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Council. They used to be CPC, Consumer Protection Council, but they are now Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission. This document is called Patient's Bill of Rights. It's free. Go to their website, download this document. Go to Consumer Protection Office, ask for this document. Now, somebody asked me, what of those who are not able to read? That is why we encourage people, when you are going to the hospital and you are not doing too well, go with what we call an advocate. Assuming you don't know how to read and write, go with somebody. If you don't have anybody to go, assuming there's nobody for you to go with, you go to the hospital and they are going to take a blood test and want to run all those tests they run for cancer, assuming there's a lump in the breast and all that. When you are going back to get the results, please do not go alone. Now, these documents helps you know that there are certain rights that you have as a patient. Let me even read the first one. It will help you understand the good work that was done in producing this document. Most of you don't know that. Number one, it says access to information. Patient's rights. To have access to all relevant information in a language that the patient understands. Have you ever been to hospital and when the doctor finishes talking to you, he scribbles some German or Latin or something and hands it over to you? You just collect that thing and be going. Some of them, if you ask them, Oga, wetin you write, he'll get angry. See, it's your life. Let nobody get angry over your life. They can get all the angry. When you finish, please show him this document. Oga, this thing where you write, wetin you write, this drug where you write, what will be the side effect? He owes you that explanation. Any doctor who cannot explain this to you, you need to be able to sit down with him or her and discuss your treatment. It is your right. Let nobody use you for all these experiments and all that. Now it says that under patient's rights, the first one, to have access to all relevant information in a language that the patient understands, including complete and accurate information about diagnosis, treatment, prognosis, other procedures, and possible outcomes. I don't write this thing. Now, federal government put them together. So, Don't let anybody deceive you. And this has nothing to do with if you are not literate, you can't understand what they're saying. Please look for somebody who is literate that can help you, so that when you go to hospital and they write those things, they write to shorthand. Please demand that the doctor explains to you. Now, this is even like, I don't even want to talk about mild sicknesses. Something like cancer. When you go to the hospital and they write the list of all those drugs they want to give you, all those their chemotherapy and all the rest of them, please sit down with the doctor. Oga, this thing where you write, wetin e be? What am I expecting? What is the outcome? If he cannot explain that to you, please sack him. Go to another place. And like I always tell people, no cancer is an emergency, except where there is a tumor pressing on a blood vessel, on the pancreas, on the brain, and all that and all that. Apart from that, you find out that most people actually walk into the hospital to go and run a test with their 2 legs, still feeling healthy. They were not in a coma. Some of them begin to die the moment they get a diagnosis that they have cancer. But what am I saying? Please get these documents. Read it. You need to know your rights as a patient. You need to know your rights as a patient. There's another one. It says, you have access to records, including explicit information about range and scope of services available. I've seen people go to the hospital and make demands for their records, for their lab results and all that. And the hospital says, we can't give it to you. How? You can only say that to people who are ignorant. Those documents are yours. You should have access to them. You should. Because you need to know what you're being treated for. You need to know the outcome of the test, so that you can get a second or third opinion where necessary. I'm encouraging you. These documents, Patient's Bill of Rights, should be in every home. Study it. Nobody prays for sickness. It may not be you, but it may be somebody that you know. Or it may be somebody that you know that you know that you know. Because when it comes to sickness, everybody says, not my portion. I agree with you. Not your portion. But my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Remember that, yes, not your portion. But, the Bible also says, when you go through the waters, when you go through the fire, your own fire could be sickness, your own water could be sickness. But the Bible says, when you go through. So the fact that you're sick doesn't, stop you from being a Christian, or doesn't mean that God is no longer faithful. What you look at is the outcome. What happens when you go through? He says he will deliver you. So a lot of people think sickness is, because you have, no. It could be part of your own when. The most important thing is for you to know the outcome. He causes you to be triumphant. Do you understand? So you must go through life with the mindset of an overcomer. Go through challenges with the mindset of an overcomer. But you need to be informed. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Don't let anybody get you into the theater over nothing. People have gone for surgeries that they didn't need. I have seen this so many times. People have been rushing for surgery that they didn't need. Breast taken out that they didn't have cancer. And all manner of things. And some of these things are irreversible. Gallbladders taken out. So what do you want the person to do? Please, these documents, make it your friend. Study it. So that when you go to the hospital and the person begins to speak grammar, I beg, come out this document, show him. And if the person doesn't want to cooperate with you, go and report that person to the relevant authorities. God bless you and keep you safe.